Greetings here, this is wyvernfall gaming, and today I'm going to tell you about the worst Minecraft server I've ever been on. Now, brace yourselves, this is going to be a long one. So, there is this one time where I got on this Minecraft server called the Lord of the Rings Minecraft mod official server, of which its IP is lotr.g.accolade.net. So it had this very unique mod called the Lotr mod, which very accurately depicts Tolkien's Middle-earth in Minecraft, and does it in a fixed location map generation engine, apparently. Now, on first glance, this is going to seem like a good thing. Now, trust me, it's actually roots of some really insidious stuff going on. However, they really advertised it as a quote-unquote faction server. However, someone had the idea of making each faction a static institution that owns certain parts of a fixed finite mod map, about 35 to 200 people all strong each, that demanded factionals that had to be followed like server roles, in some cases including things like give 95% of your items to the leaders if you kill that NPC / mine unattended, you will be spawn camped or put on the kill on site list, which is basically the whole server is obliged to harass you while spawn camping you until you quit. Also, the server was designed so if you're not in a faction, you are alienated from the server or a community in the edge. Also, if you're wondering why I didn't just leave right there, they draw people in the same way cults draw people in, taking advantage of every psychological nuance and manipulating the information in the exact same way. Also, servers that are not a faction, you're alienated from the server community and such. They also log personal info from the higher ranking members of each faction leader. Or in each faction leader from higher ranking members of each faction. Each faction leader and admin gold farms materials. And the factions are so a financial incentive for some of this. And the factions are split into caste systems. Which vary from faction to faction, but all boil down to this basically. A glorified form of slave, enforcer, bureaucrat, lord, leader. And if you're not pro player versus player, you're starting the first, and if you are, then you're starting the second. Also, the factions are united against the community, but spread propaganda to make it look otherwise. And the admins are there to back them. Also, they try to brainwash you into thinking the server is worth more than your real life. If your faction is your new country. The server, which I'm talking about, also brigades, slander, and harasses and threaten you if you leave. Or do it anyway harder and make you leave if they don't want you on. They also insist that the owner must be worshipped as a god IRL. The Lotr mod official server also insists that if you're not online to do it in a server, they will cyberbully you and try to make your internet life a living nightmare. They checked out the bite model in all 4 parts, and all but 5 WikiHouse flags, if they're called, and harassment culture is frequent among the toxic server which I'm describing. And if they have an enemy, they encourage members to quote-unquote martyr themselves by stalking and cyberbullying their perceived enemy. They also have wikis to monopoly over advertising of other servers. Also worth keeping in mind that often they try to keep people on the server by convincing them that they're trying to lure them into thinking they're fighting to free the server, when in reality they're just doing there's their pawns, and no monopoly of advertising by the servers, just loader mod to control info and make sure other loader mod servers are just like them. They also log info on all server members to use dirt/stalking info. If the members question them, they're literally called and they treat their players that aren't prosecuted like slaves, conscripts, or similar, and coerce them into saying while simultaneously brainwashing. It took me years to escape this cult/server that is the loader mod official server, also known as loader.geo.aclos.net. And I ran into a lot of really bad encounters with them. Interestingly, they also view Tolkien quotes as sacred text. Try to brainwash down the throats the ideals of Stalinism through the Discord. They try to force worship of the mod author and Tolkien. They may or may not have hackers, and they do have gold farming. Do not go on the loader mod official server or any Minecraft server on that wiki, as those satellite servers literally run by the same faction leaders and staff. And yes, this really happened. The mod installer also allows high-ranking jackboots in the group to have NPC armies, which they almost exclusively used to spawn camp and then taunt afterwards. I have to admit, this is the most toxic Minecraft server I've ever heard of. Do not ever go on lordoftherings.do.aclos.net. And if you're a server owner, I'd be really suspicious about any of the faction leaders being let on. Yeah, told you that if you've had so many negative experiences with the Lord of the Rings mod official server or in one escape, then leave a comment. And also, if you saw any positive reviews in my video archive, it's because they coerced me to make them after a negative review I made that I deleted. So this server really does not mess around. It's screwed up, but I'm not going to be a coward on that part anymore. Never visit the Lord of the Rings mod official server. This is wyvernfall Gaming, and see ya.